Lauren Boebert has not been generating a lot of great headlines for herself over the past few months. Beetlejuice, Google it. But also now even Joe Biden mocking her in public for her ridiculous statements. Well, this is important, not just for the perception of Lauren Boebert, but for her future. Because I want to remind you, her first re-election bid in Congress almost could not have been closer. This was the result against Adam Frisch. She won by like 500 votes. Super narrow margin in a race where the national Democratic infrastructure did not really support Adam Frisch all that much. Well, he is running again. He's not the only one, but he's running again, and she's facing Republican challengers because it feels, I think, on both sides as if there's blood in the water. And people are now jumping in to try to make sure that next time she's not able to squeak by. Newsweek analyzed a bunch of FEC data, and they found that a bunch of like outside of the state wealthy, famous individuals are getting involved in this race. So donations to Adam Frisch have come from Ryan Renolds, Barbra Streisand, Rob Reiner, founding member of the Eagles, Don Henley, in case Bart's listening, the singer and daughter of Johnny Cash, Roseanne Cash, Tony Shalhoub, film critics, voice actors, comedians. And so that is, I think, the obvious consequence of her wanting to be this figurehead for fighting these culture wars and demonizing anyone who's not hard right. Like, yeah, you're gonna draw attention to yourself, and not all of it is gonna be positive for you. And you see now so many people around the country desperately want her off the political stage. And we'll see. Again, it was very close last time. She doesn't have much room to really lose support.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. If Tony Shalhoub, Monk, is trying to get you not reelected, you're doing something wrong. And I really truly believe that most people are level-headed and reasonable. And so when they see this ridiculous behavior and immature behavior, they don't want any part of it.
Yeah, well, I hope so. So that's on the Democratic side. But again, she has to actually make it through a primary, which my guess would be that she is going to, but she is facing challengers. And one, Jeff Hurd told Newsweek that she, just by her very presence, is endangering this seat, which seems true because of her theatrics. You would not have Ryan Renolds getting involved if it wasn't Lauren Boebert. If it was, and Jeff Hurd will tell you this, if it was Jeff Hurd, Ryan Renolds would be paying attention to, Deadpool or something. So he says every Republican should be disappointed and worried with all the out-of-state liberal money flooding into the district. Unfortunately, our current representative is directly responsible for the liberals of California and New York to come in and buy the Colorado third. It is because of her divisive rhetoric, distracting public antics, and lack of attention to the district we were even in this position, which might well be true. And yes, I would be frustrated too if I saw this Hollywood money coming in.
I think it has a lot.
Him nor her will care about right-wing money from outside of the state coming in, but I'd be fine with both of them being banned. But anyway,
it has a lot to do more with the people of Colorado caring a lot more about their state more than just guns. That's all. That seems to be the only platform she has, just the guns. And Colorado cares a lot about its people and its land. And hopefully they get some new representation.
Yeah, well, they certainly deserve someone better than that. And I have to wonder too, like, we've got this narrow number of swing states, and assuming that if Joe Biden is the nominee again, like, he's going to need to win a lot of these swing states. And like, Colorado is not one of those that he won by the narrowest margin. There were others like Georgia that were closer, but we don't know how some of these are gonna go. And you have to wonder in all these cases, would having someone like Lauren Boebert serving, then the Democrats can draw a lot more attention to the state. They can raise more money. They can run ads against her. I wonder, could that potentially matter not just for her future, but for the future of the presidential race? So tune in to find out. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.